different buttons you got to press.
It's a clitoris.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, geez, we're only 11 seconds in. That was the technical term.
Here we go. Hey everybody, it's Johnny Beane. It's wow, look at that. 5:18 p.m. California time. 8:18 Eastern time. October 8th, 2019. David Nesdahl wants to show his Here he is, David Nesdahl. Look at that.
You got some balls there, Dave.
That's my head.
You like Mr. Matt.
Hi.
Hey, man.
How's everyone doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. Just great.
Man.
Very good.
Very good.
Having a good week so far.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's always good. And John Mancuda. Hey, man.
How are you, everybody?
Good.
Happy Yom Kippur to all those that are fasting. At 7 o'clock tonight, I will begin my fast. So until then, during the show, I'll be having a bucket of chicken and a pizza and half a turkey.
Now, let me ask you a question. Listen, I'm Jewish, and
Okay.
I know you're Jewish.
Uh-huh.
But you don't say happy. You don't say happy Yom Kippur.
Yes, you do.
It's just not a happy day.
You say have an easy fast.
Yes.
Yeah, but you're celebrating that you're able to renounce your sins. Listen, you're celebrating a bargain. Jews love a bargain. Our bargain is one day of fasting for a whole year of sins.
There's no bargain in fasting.
Oh, that's a bargain.
No way.
To get away with 1 year of all the sins I do, that's a bargain.
Yeah, but I'm not a sinner. I'm
a sinner enough for both of us.
Yeah. Well, the person up above, and I don't mean upstairs in the
your tenant.
I don't mean yeah. She's not the person I'm talking about. But the person up above knows that I need to eat because I'm a diabetic. So, I'm like, it's like passed over. This is Passover for me. I get passed over.
You get a pass.
Yeah.
You get a pass. No, anyone on medication, anyone that is diabetic, yeah, the big guy understands. Someone like me, he's like, I'm watching you, Mancuda. I better not see a drop of water touch those lips. Hi, Johnny.
Hey.
Hi. And what's new with you, Johnny?
Oh man, just busy. Playing the piano. That's my my new thing these days. So, yeah.
Thank you, Mike Neese. Mike Neese in the chat. Just explain Yom Kippur.
He must have looked at the dictionary under Yom Kippur.
He just Googled it.
Mm-hmm. Google.
Jugal.
Or
Kugel.
Kegel.
Kugel.
Kugel. Kugel?
Kugel. It's the Jewish search engine.
Kegel. Hey, John BL.
Happy night to everyone else.
All right, let's get this done early.
Who's in here? Who's watching this?
John Craig, guitar wannabe. Hey, Craig. John Bulwer, Lenny Lou, Amanda. I was going to say Amanda Lewis, Amanda Coombs, John BL, Jimmy Carr, Mr. B.
Jimmy Carr.
Let me guess, that's Bruce. Quentin James, Guitar Man 45, Phil Mosley Music, Jim Nicholas, Fruitcake Tony, Hugh Caldwell, Joe Hervey 84, R2R3 Locking Nut, Nightbot is here. Hello, Nightbot. We love you. Mike Neese, Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs, Soda, Dan Halen. Yeah. Vista Light 1972. He's born in 1971, but his drum kit's from 1972. Glad we got that.
Oh.
Yes. Laverna 595. Did I mention Quentin James? I think I did. Stream Elements. Riley Morgan. Tube Supio. What do we got here? Who else we got?
Everybody.
Alessandro Maria Alva. I'm sorry if I got
Keep
that
going.
Black belt, yellow belt. And let's see.
Laverna, you rock.
Anyone else? Mike Heath, Papa Blue. The original Paramount. What?
Paramutant.
Paramutant. Alley Cat. Cheech Canada. Or was that Chech Canada? Cheech. All right. Pal Guitars, Brett McCord, Thomas Santiago, and the rest of the group.
Welcome,
Holy crap.
everybody. Welcome.
Layla's
to
Guitar
Tuesday
Day.
Welcome, everybody. We're 6 minutes into this mess.
7 over 8. Can't forget 7 over 8. Our pal.
Yeah.
Our pal who abandoned ship on Tuesdays.
But Justice
Abandoned
was
ship.
there.
We're going down. Going down.
Uh-huh. He was here on Saturday.
I torpedoed this show. Jay just wanted to get into a lifeboat. He was smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We had a good night on Saturday.
But Saturdays not Tuesdays.
No.
Yeah.
We're talking Tuesdays. He abandoned ship on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry I missed Saturday night. I was just exhausted. I couldn't stay up. It was one of the first nights I got a good night's sleep.
I have no memory.
Will help with that.
I have no memory of Saturday night. I just know it was a good night. That's all I know.
I know there were a lot of Music Man guitars being shown Saturday night, right?
Oh yeah, okay. Now, yeah, Neanderthal was showing off all his Music Mans.
He's buying all of them. He's buying everyone. Anyone want to sell one? Just call up Neanderthal, Paul Marshall. Look him up on Facebook. He will buy it.
Is Paul big on collecting those? That's his thing?
Lately, anyway.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, there's a natural one that he doesn't want to get.
Oh,
There's a natural one, but the other ones he did get, and they were good, right? John Beale was there. Yeah.
Hey, Jim Nicholas, that was last week's show and tell guitar, the Pink Burst Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, Brett McCord, Jim Nicholas,
Lenny Lou.
hey, real quick in the chat, I want to address one thing. Please don't ask us how sick Eddie Van Halen is. We don't have a lifeline to him. If you want to know,
how bad is he?
Calm down. If you want to know how sick he is, ask him yourself. Other than that, we're in the dark, just as you guys are. We just hope he's doing okay.
Of course. Hey, Soda. If you want to know how sick we are, just stay tuned for the whole show.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I've got something to open here. Should I do that or
Yeah.
Okay, this is from is it Fruitcake Tony? Right?
Does it say?
Well, it has a different name on here than Fruitcake Tony.
Is it not?
Is this from you? Did you send me
Anthrax, right?
I hope not. Did you send me photos? Like actual, like in the mail?
Oh no, it's dick pics. maybe we should have the chat guess what it is, and whoever gets it right gets to keep the envelope.
Just imagine having to send
contents inside of it, right?
Sending those things in snail mail. You have to go to Walgreens, get them developed. You pick up the pictures and they know, they've seen them.
I loved your nature photos, Mr. Mancuda. Those caterpillars are beautiful.
Oh my God. Envelope's too small for what? Oh, that is from you though, right? I think that's you, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, I'll open this up. We'll see. I'll just leave that. Let me see.
Let's see what's in it.
Oh, while he's opening up, there will also be a new guitar Dave today at some point.
So we're gonna have 2 guitars to show. One show and tell from me, one from Dave. Whoops, Dave.
I'm that guy.
You're that guy. Johnny, give a drum roll.
Zim's Guitars, what's up, man?
Hey, Zim.
Whoa, dude, man, this is amazing.
I wish I knew what it was.
Okay, that is you, Fruitcake Tony. That is you. Oh, you guys are gonna go crazy. Hang on.
Oh, it's a white piece of paper.
Wow.
I can unblurry myself. Thank you.
Freaking
Tony.
awesome.
That's awesome. You'll use that all the time, Johnny.
Oh man, actually, it's perfect because it reaches. It reaches up. Oh, there we go. Tony, Fruitcake Tony, Johnny, I took this along with many others in 1982 when I was 16. Oh, should I be reading this? You wanted to share. Okay, anyway,
this is underage porn, Johnny.
Oh my gosh.
Lord. We got flagged.
This is really cool. This is July 1982, Greensboro. You took this, so nobody else has this. Look at this picture.
Oh, how cool.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's great.
That's really cool, man.
Look how close you got.
I know.
Closer, and bring it back slowly.
Man,
Tell
that's
me, what, were you on the stage? Were you like crawling on the stage?
Can you tell what song he was playing?
looks like he's playing a solo.
Oh. Shout out to the Chad. The Chad is here.
Hey, Chad.
Ron John is here. Krell Bar is here.
Fruitcake Tony, thank
Let's
you
go
so
on.
much, man.
Just want to say hello to the people we haven't said hello to.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Nice.
Really cool, Tony. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fruitcake Tony.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
awesome. Maybe Steve Carmichael is here.
Hey, Carmichael.
Hey, Steve.
John Windsor. David Ennis. David, how you feeling? How your ribs?
David Ennis. Yeah, hope you're
Lord,
feeling
yeah.
better, man.
I was going to say that too, but I'm sure he's heard that a bazillion times already.
You know what it is? We made the joke last week that, he pulled out his rib to make a woman. A week later, he realized, you know what? This woman talks too much and she won't shut up. So he started breaking off all his other ribs so he could suck himself off. And now he doesn't talk to that woman.
Oh,
I'm glad it's you that's going to get all the hate mail.
that's horrible.
That is horrible.
Hey, listen, I'll be atoned for all these sins tomorrow. I'm good.
Are we going to see the pizza guy show up?
I hope he better show up before 7, man.
That'd be awesome, man. If we actually saw, the pizzas getting delivered and the.
How many pizzas are you getting?
Jamming it down till 6:59 and the clock going and
You did say clock, right?
the clock going. Bow. Oh, is that him?
No.
Badonkadonk.
Oh, is that you?
No.
By
Oh,
the way, this Yom Kippur fast is brought to you by Bang Energy Drink. Bang, when you can't get the damn label right, but you are fasting. Before you fast, Bang Energy Drink.
there you go. Tony. Okay, Tony says in those days the rule was I'm going down front and nobody's going to stop me.
He's right.
That's right.
Back then, you could just kind of, walk past the security guards at a concert. Now it's like there's gates and metal detectors and, they're scanning you with, forget it.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, you'd climb over seats.
A shout out to Steph Opal. She says, greetings from New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Much love and respect from Steph Opal.
A.K.A.
Big Mama.
Yama.
Good
Love
to
you.
see you, Steph.
Yeah, same here.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Steph. Welcome. I apologize in advance for every offensive thing I'll say in the next 3 hours. So thank you.
Wow.
Thrash Metal says, tell him you have a pacemaker and you get a free feel up. That's great.
Oh, at the concert?
At concerts.
At the concert?
Nice.
Wow. This picture is so cool, man. Tony, how did you take this?
You know, just entered the chat. Eduardo Moreno Porto.
Special guest, Snickers.
Hey,
Oh.
Snickers.
Hey, Snickers.
Fruitcake Tony wants a hint on the show and tell guitar. Tony, the hint I'm going to give is this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So every show and tell guitar I show this month is going to be pink for breast cancer awareness. Last week we started with the pink bitch. Tonight's show and tell guitar from me will also be pink in honor of breast cancer awareness.
Hey, Jasco.
Lenny Lou says, Mary's rehearsing. Fire away.
Jasco, I do have a question for you. Your guitar is now yellow. Just want to let you know. Text me what pickup you want in it, please.
Is it supposed to be yellow?
Oh.
Yeah, he wanted parts of it yellow.
Steph Opal, we love you too. Thank you. Much love to you too.
Yeah, thank you so much for jumping in, Steph. Yeah, I was watching one of your streams the other night. It's very cool. Yeah, happy birthday, by the way. It was their birthday last week.
Nice, Mr. BHB Jr. Much love to your mother, man. So anyway, by the way, Johnny, can you hand me your sound machine, please?
Oh, sure. Here you go.
Thank you. Okay. Cool. I always wanted one of these things.
Oh, look
Oh,
out.
very cool.
Yeah.
But now Johnny doesn't have one.
Huh?
Now Johnny doesn't have one.
Yeah, now Johnny's without. I'll give it back to you. I'll give it
Wait,
back.
Yeah.
let me give him mine.
He'll hand it back.
Oh, okay.
I can have yours?
Yeah, here, take that one. Wrong way, asshole.
Where are you?
Yeah,
There
there it
it is.
Oh, cool.
is. You missed.
You got it? Yeah, if you want mine, that would be very generous.
Yeah, I'll take yours back. I'll take yours now.
I'll give you mine. Here.
Thanks.
Yeah, here you go. Oh, I just jammed it up your ass. I'm so sorry, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Sorry. So get this. So I go into Target the other day. I happen to be in there. I'm like, oh, I've been meaning to pick up a sound machine for the show, and I go in there and I'm looking over it and I'm like, okay, let me see. I know all the show sound effects, but what's this one? What's this one? I'm just getting used to the buttons, and this big guy's next to me, and I'm like, what's this one? And he looks over and he's like, is that for me? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's this thing. It's this thing. It's this thing. Wouldn't it be funny if the button gets stuck? And it's like, no, not me. No, not for you. No, you better stop. No. I'll be running through Target in fear, Yeah, so I finally wound up getting a sound machine for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome.
Hey, Riley Morgan has a question. Riley says, "How do I put an '80s Floyd Rose arm in my Wolfgang on my Wolfgang Floyd?" Well, basically, you have to take that Floyd off your Wolfgang. On the bottom of that arm, on the bottom side, there's an Allen wrench nut, like the ones that are at the top, the clamp, the nuts on the clamp. It's the same. It's a 3 millimeter wrench like this. You loosen that up. You take the bottom coupling off. Then with a small hammer, you knock the thing out of the hole. which you screw your Floyd arm onto. Then if you don't already have the old arm assembly, you order it from Floyd Rose. You can order it directly. I'm not sure how much it is. It could be about $30 with the arm, and you put that on. That's it. It's very easy. They'll tell you it'll show you how to put it on.
Actually, we did a video on that.
We did.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing but thumbs downs in that video.
Really?
People said it was the worst video they'd ever seen.
That's because you didn't have the right tools, man.
On one of those. Well, because you have to have two of those wrenches.
No, you don't. You don't have to have two of those wrenches, because what you do first is you put the arm in the top and lock it in, and you hold that down while you
hold,
unscrew.
And then you twist it.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. But see, what we were trying to do, you guys, and Dave, point to the duck.
Oh, it's up here.
Other duck. There'll be a card right there on playback with that video, and you guys can decide for yourself if it's informative. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Yeah, because plus we were trying to have fun, so of course it was craziness.
Mm-hmm.
I know the video could have been 2 minutes instead of 30. I know that, but
my sex tape is 2 minutes with about a 1 minute virtual introduction.
Right. Jim Nicholas wants to know if I have any guitars with the FU Tone pickup mounting system in it. No, I don't. I did ask Adam about it, and I need to get one for a guitar, but I don't have one in there in any guitars at the moment.
Mm-hmm. I do have one that Adam had sent to me a while ago, and it needs to be installed into a certain guitar.
Which one?
I was going to put it in the GMW.
Oh, that's
because
cool.
The GMW, the pickup route is like this deep.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to put, you can't put a pickup in there that's like,
with short
like
legs.
Yeah.
Like this one. Hang on, dog. This pickup has short legs.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway. I do have one, and I'll as soon as I get to that. I'm thinking the frets are kind of weird on the guitar now, so it's like fretting.
Well, I mean, you have used that for what, 15 years now? That guitar, at least
10 years.
All right, and that was like one of your main guitars for 10 years. I'm sure it needs a fret at least twice. It needs a fret job.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, I know a luthier that's really good. His name is the Guitar Whisperer. Are you familiar with him?
I've heard of him.
You should maybe send your guitar over to him.
Uh-huh. Would I get a discount?
You would need a discount by shipping it from California, because you'd be paying all your money in shipping.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Who knows?
I'd work on it for, I'd help you out, Johnny.
Could I just hand it over? Like the
like the sound machine.
That would be a real good trick. But I can only do it once.
Nice.
Turn on the Star Trek thing,
Yeah.
Beam it on over.
A transporter.
Beane.
Could you
imagine
transporting a guitar to me?
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, beam it over.
Transporting.
Mm-hmm.
Alexandra, Polish girl. Hello. Welcome. Sorry.
Yeah, welcome.
Sorry in advance. Speaking of girls, so I met today. I met today this girl at work. She was a client, and she came in, and of the auction house that my day job is at, and she came in and we started talking, and I guess her boyfriend is a big Spider-Man fan, and we started talking and stuff, and she goes on her phone and she says, "Oh, I have a photo of my uncle with Stan Lee back in the 70s," and she pulls it up. And I look, and it's Peter Criss with Stan Lee. And I said, is that your uncle? She's like, yeah, that's my Uncle Peter. He's in the band Kiss. I was like, really? So your uncle is Peter Criss? She's like, yes. So we start talking all about Peter Criss. I don't know why. I have this habit of running into every rock star's daughter, niece, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you know, I'm friends with Warren DeMartini's daughter. I'm friends with Eddie Ojita's daughter. I mean, I just have this thing of running into like the kids of rock stars. So she's telling me about Peter. I said, well, how's he doing? She says, he's like totally reclusive. Him and his wife, Gigi, I guess that's his third wife. They're totally reclusive. They're not online. He doesn't own a cell phone. He doesn't do email. Like, he just totally doesn't talk to people. I said, does he still do interviews? And she's like, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. He feels he's said enough in the world. He says people have taken enough pieces out of him. People make him the butt of jokes sometimes. And I was like, I'm thinking back to the time I have made jokes, not about Peter, but like that Peter was like going to hang himself until Gene called him for that reunion tour. And I told her that, and she laughed, and she's like, yeah, stuff like that, actually.
His next wife is going to be HH.
Yeah. No, he does appear once in a blue moon at like ChillerCon, which is kind of like a weird place for him to show up. But like, I said, hey, what's his view on Eric Singer, playing the Catman? And she's like, he feels totally ripped off. He feels it's someone basically taking a character he made that, he kind of feels cheated out of, because Gene and Paul own that likeness of the Catman, just like they own Ace Frehley's Spaceman persona, and that's why you have, Eric Singer playing the Catman, but he feels like really bummed out about that. It's like,
well, I have a suggestion for Peter Criss.
Go ahead.
Why don't you practice your drums and become a better drummer? Maybe you'll be back in Kiss.
Oh no,
he was not that good. Every other drummer was way better than him.
On a technique, I got to give you that. But keep in mind, you could say that and then, take Ace Frehley.
Granted, I know all about it. I know about it. They were not meant for their technical abilities. They were meant as, as what they are. They are what they are. And Peter Criss owns that. I get that. But I think that he's not in the band because he's just not a good drummer. Really.
Well, he's not in the band because, other issues. But, the thing about Eric Singer playing him, especially when he comes on the stage and plays Beth, he comes out and sings it just like Peter used to. It's like,
whatever.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
This is Gene. I can't do it. No.
Yes, you can.
No, can't do it. I'm too close. I'm not close enough to the microphone. This is Gene Simmons.
Break off a couple of ribs.
This is Gene Simmons of Kiss, aka Snickers. No, I can't do it. Sorry, can't do it.
Jim Nicholas in the chat asks, do you think Gene and Paul will do Kiss 2.0 with all new people when they retire? Paul has said at times that he would be open to that when Gene and Paul finally, because they are retiring, and he has said that technically Kiss, the band, can go on with all new people playing, the Demon, the Star Child, the Spaceman, the Cat.
As long as they have their makeup on, it doesn't matter. It's just a brand. It's a brand at this point.
Yeah. Now, as a fan, I'm a little opposed to that. Just like I'm not a fan of, Eric Singer playing, playing Peter's character, and I'd rather them have come out with new characters like Vinnie Vincent did and Eric Carr did.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, come up with a character. Be, you know, the wombat. Be the armadillo.
The Ant-Man. Ant boy.
Yeah, the anteater. You know.
Yeah.
The turtle.
That's right.
Just slowly play solos. You know.
Right. Real quick, Mike is himself says, "Hey Dave, I have a Jackson custom shop from the early 80s with a wizard style neck on it. Would that change your mind on Jackson guitars?" Mike, why are you giving it to me? Because if you are, that might change my mind. I actually don't even know what you're talking about. I do like Jackson guitars. I just don't own any at the moment. Jackson and Charvel, you know, very similar. Back in the early 80s, they were one and the same, basically. Since Grover Jackson was making the cooler ones. But I just don't have any at the moment. Doesn't mean I don't like them.
They're great. I'm a huge fan of vintage Charvels and vintage Jacksons.
Vintage. I don't know if I'd like new ones.
Well,
but then again, maybe I would. I don't know. I have yet to play a new Jackson.
I have to say they're making good guitars. They're one of the few companies nowadays, probably along with Ibanez and ESP, that I can say are making really good guitars still. And if you get something from the custom shop over at Charvel, they're really good. And you know, I got that anniversary Bullseye, which was made with, you know, the old jigs and the old tools. That thing's beyond spectacular. That's the best new Charvel I've played, period. But even just the regular, you know, American-made production Jackson Charvels, they're a good quality. They really are. You know, they're owned by Fender now, but they're a solid guitar. And you have all the old custom shop guys in there. You know, you have Mike Shannon and Red Dave, and you know those guys are, you know, Big Pat. They're all in there. They're still making them like of really good quality. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're great guitars.
Krellbar says Carvel Guitars presents Fudgy the Whale.
I'd eat that.
Yeah.
Dr. Claude Nesdall.
Yes, because I'm playing with a dog.
Yeah, a couple of guys have said in the chat that you look like Dr. Claw or
oh, let me guess, bald guy playing with an animal. I got
Blofeld from James Bond. Or Dr. Evil with Mr. Bigglesworth.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Powers.
Except in my case, it's Mrs. Dogglesworth.
$1 million.
Yeah, Tony, thanks again for that picture, man. And also, yeah, the 78 guitars, they made 3 different versions of those. But that was like a year and a half ago.
Vistalife brings up Ginger Baker, the drummer of Cream, died the other day, 80 years old. So we want to give a shout out of sympathy for his family and friends.
Yeah.
Definitely. You want to talk about drummers. And I'm not a Cream fan, but there's certain personalities that just extend further than their music, you know? And Ginger Baker was definitely one of them. You know, sort of like Lemmy from Motorhead, you know? Lemmy was great musically, but like personality-wise, he was like 10 times bigger than that even, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, Ginger Baker, he was one of the what?
Nothing. We say yeah.
Ginger Baker, he was one of the what would you call? One of the pioneers,
forefathers of drums,
of rock and roll drumming. You know, you talk to anybody that's probably you know, our age or, you know, a bit older, and they talk about their influences. Anybody into rock, and Ginger Baker is right up there. You know, know, of course, with Clapton. Actually, I think I saw this interview with Eddie and Alex one time, and they were talking about when they were kids, and they had John Biel. John Biel, are you here? Do you remember the interview where they're sitting on the ground in front of 5150 and they're talking about a Cream poster that they had in their bedroom when they were kids.
I've creamed on a lot of posters I've had when I was a teenager. There's one of Tracy Lords, one of Fox. I still have them, but they're laminated now.
On the ceiling?
They're very laminated, trust me.
I was always partial to the Farrah Fawcett and the
red bikini, the
Cheryl Ladd.
Oh, love those. Charlie's Angels. Angels.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Fruitcake Tony also brings up another sad. Larry Jolstrom from 38 Special passed away also.
I just saw that. The bass player, right?
Yeah. Celebrate your rock stars now, guys. They're dropping like flies. It's very sad.
It's crazy, especially with guys like Eddie Money.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's terrible. Terrible. Mike Heath Papa Blue asks, what do I think of the Guns and Guitars guitar kit builds? He builds them for about $250 and say they're as good as 3 or 4 times as much. I was thinking of building one. I've never heard of that brand, until you just brought it up, Mike. So I apologize. I don't have anything to say about it. For $250, you really can't go wrong. If it's a good guitar, you got a great guitar. If not, you got a wall hanger. You could sell it, firewood, whatever.
You know what? Here's the thing about like cheap kit guitars. If they look cool, even if they have junk hardware, you can always switch out the hardware and the pickups and make something better of it if it's that cheap.
Yeah, but I wouldn't trust the neck though.
Yeah, it's usually made in China, and usually they're not good.
The neck would warp, or the frets would be messed up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen, all you have to do on those kits, if you change out,
just throw them away.
The pickup, the tuners, the neck, and you just use that body.
Or you can order a great kit.
Or you can get a great body from a guy like Chris Locke for $190 or so, whatever it is, and start there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, those kit guitars, that could be great if it's your first time building a guitar, and if it's cheap enough.
Right. If you're looking to learn how to build guitars, that's the way to go. Absolutely.
Just for practice, to practice bolting a neck on or installing a pickup.
Exactly.
Just don't expect it to be some amazing guitar.
I wouldn't.
No.
And again, that's not me being snooty. It's just is what it is.
They're in the chat talking about all the pinup girls from when we were teenagers. This one, the heel to nuts, says Stevie Nicks was my imaginary girlfriend. I always had fantasies about Melody from Josie and the Pussycats. So I'd hang up posters of Melody and be like,
of a cartoon.
Yeah. That wasn't getting late anyway. I think you might as well go for someone really popular like Melody.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, a cartoon character, for God's sakes, come on.
Hey, listen, I saw that Inspector Gadget picture.
No, at least do something like I Dream of Jeannie.
Huh?
I cream what? I cream my weenie. Hey, listen, I got a genie bottle right up there. You see that?
Yeah, I know.
I put my cock right in it. I'm hoping.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Down in there.
Oh my god!
If she's this tiny in the bottle, my cock looks enormous. Think about that.
What if she climbed up in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Wait a minute. Shauna Marie Sings.
Oh.
Shauna Marie Sings is in the room. And Steph Opal, Tracy Lords. Yeah, Tracy Lords was adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Shauna. We haven't seen you in here for a while. I always see Shauna on the rerun, but not live.
Yeah. Welcome.
And Krellbar makes a good point. Jokes aside, Barbara Eden did stay hot for a really long time.
She did, even when she was
She
older.
aged well. Linda Carter aged well.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Woman. Some girls just aged
Jaclyn
really
Smith.
well.
Jaclyn Smith was like ridiculous when she was like 60. She was still gorgeous.
Look at Christy Brinkley and who's the model? Another model, brunette, very pretty brunette.
No.
Yeah, you do. Someone help me. Model in the 80s, very very pretty, brunette, little mole some over there. Jane Seymour, Marianne. Come on, guys.
Crawford. That's
Oh yeah, Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford. That's
Yeah.
it. She aged amazing.
wasn't she in the Guns N' Roses videos? Or that was that was what's her name? The other one.
Britney Spears.
No.
Yeah, Anna Nicole Smith did not age well.
I never found her attractive.
Who?
Anna Nicole. Never.
Oh God, no! I find you more attractive to me than Anna.
And yeah, I know, and I could be named Anna. I know.
I'm gonna put up a Nesdall poster on my wall.
Yep. Kate Smith, absolutely. Kenny Dave. Yep. Kate Smith was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I'm single now. I'm gonna break all those posters out and put them back up on my wall over there.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great. Betty White. Let me tell you something about Betty White. She is so fucking adorable. I don't, everyone brings something different to the table. Like an amazing personality can outshine whatever you look like. Betty White is so cute. I would love to date Betty White. She's so fucking cute.
Yes. Riley Morgan says, I'm 14 and I like California girls. Riley, you are officially too young to be watching this show.
Oh, he'll grow up within about an hour.
Yeah, in 15 minutes. Yeah, that's right. 15 minutes, he'll be 90.
A lot of love between Steph Opal and Shauna Marie. Well, we're happy to have all our female viewers today.
Ronnie Lawson says, Halloween coming, Nesdall. What does that mean? What does that even mean?
That means he's going to make a jerk-o'-lantern.
Yeah, it's almost Halloween.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
It's coming up.
Desiree's out getting Halloween decorations right now. That's
Nice.
I remember last Halloween we were talking about Halloween, and you guys were
Yeah.
talking about getting candy and how much candy you
no,
were
we're
going to
not
get.
getting candy.
I'm going to go to your house for Halloween.
No one can even find my house, let alone come and get candy.
Oh.
I'm going to knock on your door. I'm going to be like, "Where's my candy?" I'm telling you. I'm going to have a pink lantern.
I
One of
got
those
I
pink
got
little
you,
plastic
candy.
pumpkins you carry the candy in.
Yeah,
I love trick-or-treating, man.
I got it.
Yeah. Mike is himself. Yes, we have two very cool axes to show today. Dave has one, and I have
that's
a
right.
show and tell guitar. My show and tell guitar, as I mentioned earlier, every show and tell guitar this month is going to be pink to celebrate breast cancer awareness, because that's what it's about. October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Oh, Janice Lala's here.
Just in time.
Awesome. Welcome.
Hi, Janice.
Janice,
Welcome.
we were just killing time until you got here. We can start the
Welcome
We
show
aboard.
were
now.
waiting.
We can actually start.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we
Hey,
can start the show. Now that Janice is here.
all right. Hey, everybody. This is Johnny Beane. It's 6:02
live?
p.m. I think we're live.
Oh, good.
We're starting the show. David Nesdall's here.
Hi, how you doing, Janice?
Yeah. Hey, Janice.
Oh, let me do a roll call. We have Janice Lala.
Janice is here.
Janice Lala is here. Janice Lala is here, and Janice Lala is here. Wait, we also have Janice Lala.
Janice is here.
Janice just walked in the room.
Welcome, Janice.
Jason Wade, you're very
Renus-
welcome. Thank you for
Renus
having me
Pinkle.
last week.
Renus Pinkle is here.
What's up, Renus?
What's up, Mr. Pinkle?
And Kenny Dave says John's new band is called the Jerk-O-Lanterns. Yeah. Why not?
Yes.
Yeah, listen. So I'm just gonna say this because I've been on a kick with it this month. I am a very big supporter of breast cancer awareness. Now, it's very easy for all you ladies in the audience to press your breasts against the screen and say, "John, do these look healthy to you?" But don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Get a mammogram, get a checkup, do it yearly. Don't be afraid. Don't be lazy. Any guys in the audience, if you know a woman, any woman, your girlfriend, your mom, your wife, your sister, your grandma, your aunt, every woman you care about, tell them this is the month. Breast Cancer Awareness, October. This is the month. Every show and tell this month is going to be pink. So just remember, breast cancer awareness, talk about it, get yourself checked. Know your girls. That's it.
Yes, and here's my girl.
Oh,
You're showing the guitar.
Oh well, trying to just show the dog.
hey, why don't you show your first guitar?
Look at the two dogs. Oh, this is Brandy. For those of you who don't know my dog Brandy, this is my beautiful lab pit bull mix, Brandy.
I'm focused on.
And this is her ass. She loves her butt scratched.
She's a pit bull?
Yeah, she's part pit bull, part lab. Yeah,
I don't know if she was part pit bull.
Mm-hmm.
She's part pit bull?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Jesus.
Part pimple.
And if she bites, she's part people.
Well, make sure she gets some mammogram on her teats.
Yeah, how many?
Yeah, she's got to get like 80 of them. Well done, Lenny Lou. Good job. No, I've done a lot of charity work for breast cancer causes. So I'm very, very serious about it. And we love our female audience. We really do. So take care.
All three of you.
Yeah, right. No, we have a lot of girls in the audience. We do.
Okay, go sit down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go in your bed.
If you count Brandy there, it's 4.
What's a good girl?
Yeah, no, we have a pretty good female audience. And we're very happy to have them.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I get to be on TV today. Oh my god!
Dave, let's do your guitar, man.
Okay. All right. So
is there a story? There's a story, right?
Well, I'm not going to really go into the story. Basically, Rob Johnson came over this weekend, and for his birthday, and he brought a bunch of guitars, including this one.
Did you talk about the birthday?
No, we really didn't talk about it much. I didn't talk about it. No, we can talk about that too. Happy birthday. Go ahead.
Rob was live yesterday, and he was talking about it.
Yeah.
I was watching some of his stuff, and he said you guys are joking that you were at a place called Carmine's.
Yes.
And Carlos.
I wasn't joking. Yeah,
Carlos
it was Carlos's birthday. Carlos Figueroa is a friend of ours, and it was Rob's.
He might be here.
He maybe
might be watching.
He hasn't said hello yet, but so is that a? That's nothing. That's just in the screen. Anyway, so we're at this place called Carmine's on 91st Street in Manhattan. It's a great Italian restaurant, family style. You don't order food for the person. You order it for the table, and everyone takes from the table. It's just that they get a lot of food. So Rob is looking. He's looking for Carlos, and he said instead of saying where's Carlos, he said where's Carmine? Where's Carmine? I'm like, who the F is Carmine? We're in Carmine. He said, I mean Carlos. Where's Carlos? Anyway, Carlos was with his family, sitting with them while we were waiting to be seated. So anyway, so Rob comes over with a few guitars that he wanted me to set up and he wanted me to work on, and this
in the restaurant.
What?
In the restaurant?
No, to my house.
At Carmine's.
Yes. Well, at
Carmichael's.
At Carmichael's.
Steve Carmichael's.
So Johnny, you asked me to tell a story. Let me tell the story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very good. So Rob has been wanting my Vetus Kramer, which is the musician Vetus Kramer, for as long as I've owned it. And every time he's like, I want that guitar one day, I want that guitar. So the whole weekend. He's like, Dave, I got to have that guitar. I got to have that guitar. I'm like, no, I don't really want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it. I said it's got all vintage parts on it. It'd be worth much more than if you were just to make one yourself. It would be, I can't get rid of it. So he puts this guitar in my hands, and this guitar happens to be one of the best Kramers I've ever played. The neck is a Randy Butala neck, and this particular neck is the prototype of these necks that are on this guitar, and it's again like one of the better guitars I've ever played in my life. It just happens to be a really great guitar. I say that about a lot of guitars, and like I said before, all my guitars here are great. They're all great, or else I wouldn't own it. This is one of those guitars. So Rob says to me Saturday night, he says, I tell you what, I'll trade you this guitar for your Vetus. And I said, give me a night to think about it. Let me think about it. And the whole time I'm like, well, I would love to own that guitar. So the next morning, we all wake up at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning. We were all having our coffee. And he's like, I tell you what, I'll throw in. He brought cases with his guitars, and he has this one case it's a mid 80s Kramer case, but it was like in immaculate condition, like not a scratch on it. He says, I'll throw in the case with this. And I said, well, I'll tell you what, Rob, let me take all the vintage parts off my guitar. We'll put all new parts on it, and then I'll do the deal if you want to. Thinking, it's a good deal for both of us. He wants my guitar. I want his guitar. I can always build another Vetus Kramer if I wanted it. And he went for it. So in the words of John Mancuda, ladies and gentlemen, the Kramer 918V.
Yeah.
Yeah. This neck is great. It feels like probably the best Music Man Eddie Van Halen neck I've ever felt in my life. It just feels like one of those necks. The body is a basswood Chris Lock Beretta body. It's not like the Hot for Teacher or the 5150 bodies he makes. This is like a mid 80s Beretta body. It's slightly larger, which would have been, it would have been like that on one of the backup Eddie Van Halen Kramers. This is an 86 style tilt headstock, pointy headstock Kramer style neck that Randy Butala makes with the skunk stripe, like Eddie's was.
Nice.
An original Floyd Rose. This is a Schaller pickup from the early 80s. It sounds fantastic. It plays wonderfully. It feels like one of my personal guitars. It's one of those things that's just really good.
It's gorgeous.
Stays in tune really well. It clamps in tune, so you don't even really have to use the fine tuners when you're first tuning the guitar. Just really, really well made guitar. Now the Kramer, I'm sorry.
I said my pants are getting so tight.
Right.
It looks good.
So the Kramer decal, there was a Kramer decal on it when I got the guitar. It wasn't really the right one. So my partner in the Guitar Whisperer makes these Kramer decals, and he actually aged it. You can see it yellowed.
Nice.
And it's a water slide like it would have been by Kramer back then. And, we put that on there and put a slight clear over the headstock so the decal won't come off. The clear is not a shiny, clear. It's more of a satin type clear. So, and the whole guitar has some satin clear on it so that it doesn't, the paint won't come off very easily. So it's really good. Who said something about the spoof on the blue spoof? Jim Nicholas. That star, it's actually a blue star, and on the original one, It's made out of the blue. It's made out of the blue reflective tape, like the 918V is, but in blue. But we couldn't find that anywhere. So Rob Johnson actually made it out of, I guess, I don't know, contact paper or something, and then glued it down. Or maybe, oh no, it's that blue. It's blue masking tape, and he cut it out and put it on there. It's exactly like the original, except not shiny.
That's beautiful, man.
Thank you. Yeah, this is probably one of the best Kramers that I mean, they're all great, but this is probably one of the best ones that I own.
I love the headstock on that one.
It's different, you know. What's cool is it's like this is exactly how all the backup Kramers from the 86 and 88 tour were. The only two guitars that had the hockey stick banana headstocks were the 5150 and the 1984 on those tours. All the other backups looked like this, headstock wise and body wise, but with slightly different striping scheme on it. And I mean, just slightly. They all look very similar to this.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That actually looks like a 5150 pattern.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's missing a couple stripes, but that's the way all the backups were. They all look like this.
You know, I think what's going to happen is you're going to keep doing these deals with Rob. I'm going to see Rob living under a bridge with no guitars and like handfuls of magic beans. And you're going to have this big row of all these Van Halen guitars. And all he's going to be left with is this Hydra, you know? And
well, what I'm thinking is he's going to own all my guitars. I'm going to own all his guitars. Because it's like every time he comes here, we do some sort of trade. It's very funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Mosey. Hey, man.
Hey, Ben Mosey.
That's what Barney's son said when he was banging pebbles. By the way, can we get some thumbs up there? We have a lot of people in the live audience right now. We'd love some more thumbs up if you would be so kind. If you're either enjoying the show or not enjoying the show, we'd love some thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give a thumbs up for we're almost halfway over, or give a thumbs up for I'm actually enjoying this crap. Yeah. Yeah, so there you go.
Ernest Easton says he has an 84 Kramer that he got from Manny's Music in 1984.
Wow,
really
Manny.
Super heavy. Yeah, those 84s, they're all made out of maple, and they are heavy. They can be heavy. I've got an 84 Kramer, I guess on this side. This one right here. No. Yes, that one right here. That's an 84 Kramer Beretta, an original one right there. And yeah, they're heavy.
Dave,
But
what's
they're
that
all
polka
great.
dot guitar?
I'm sorry?
What's that polka dot guitar?
This one here?
Yeah.
It's a Buddy Guy Strat.
Oh, okay. It is a Buddy Guy Strat. I thought so.
It's not a Buddy Guy Strat.
It's not?
No.
Oh.
Rob L says he's having Paul Unkert mod a guitar for him. Awesome. We
Nice.
love Paul. Paul's a good friend of ours.
Absolutely. Good friend of the show. Let's see. Who just came in the chat? I saw someone there.
Michael.
Yeah.
Ronnie Lawson asks, do you guys have the EVH Kramer ad? Yes. Why? I think I do. I do have one.
Which one? Are you talking the No Bozos?
From the original Kramer ad with his original striped Kramer. It's the first one that they made for him at Kramer. First Strat style body.
Okay.
The first one Kramer made for him was like a Star guitar that he hated it. But he liked the neck. He took the neck off of that, and they found him an old, what they call was a Walker body. They made it for a guy named Walker. It's an enlarged Strat body with.
No,
big
they made it for a guy with a Walker. With a Walker.
That too. So yeah,
back in my day, I Eddie Van Halen. I remember that young little bastard.
So Ronnie Lawson, yes, I do have a replica of that with the same body. I can go grab it in a minute if you want to see that.
You're gonna grab it? Oh, the guitar, right. Fruitcake Tony wants to know how many more guitars do I have today than I did last Tuesday? 2, technically. Just saying. I don't know. There's always something coming or going or coming or coming. Yeah. This is interesting. I want to submit this to the chat. So as I mentioned earlier, I was talking to Peter Chris's niece today, and she brought up to me. She's like, "Did you know Gene Simmons was in movies?" I said, "Yeah, he was in that, in that stage in the early '80s." And Paul was getting pissed off because Paul was still writing, and Gene was kind of blowing off the band and trying to break into movies. And he did that movie Runaway with Tom Selleck where he was the bad guy.
Love that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
great movie.
I think we've all seen that. Johnny, you've seen that too, right?
I have seen that. Yeah.
Okay. So Gene Simmons was the bad guy. Tom Selleck was the, shoot 'em up action hero. And that was the one that, we all remember. Well, there's another one that I didn't know about that she turned me on to. I haven't watched it yet because I found out about it just today, but it's called Never Too Young to Die. Did you guys hear about this?
No.
This is another movie, not a very popular one, that Gene was in as the bad guy, but this time the good guy was John Stamos of Full House. And I've talked to Stamos, and I never knew about that. And in this one, Gene is again the bad guy, but he's in drag. So he plays a drag queen bad guy.
I see him.
Fighting John Stamos. So you guys take a second and Google this.
I got him. Yeah.
Because I just saw the image on her phone, and I almost fell on the floor laughing.
Here he is. Here he is, right here.
Show the photo, Johnny.
Let me see.
With Uncle Jesse as the good guy. Oh boy! Wow.
There he is.
There it is. He looks like Frankenfurter. Dr. Frankenfurter. How you doing? I see you've met my faithful handyman. He's just a little brought down because when you knocked, he thought you were the candy man.
There he is right there.
Wow. Gene Simmons in Never Too Young to Die, fighting John Stamos. Is there any wonder this never took off?
1986, it says.
Jesus Christ. So this was when Crazy Nights was out, which was a great album, by the way, for Kiss fans. He goes by Velvet Von Ragnar. Is that the villain in the movie? Is that the name?
Let me see. Where's
Mr.
Yeah.
Jr. said that.
Yeah, Velvet Von Ragnar is the name.
Oh boy.
Cam Ruthers?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it looks like he has 2 different names in this. George Lazenby is in this.
Steve Carmichael. Oh wait, George Lazenby, right?
George Lazenby.
George Lazenby.
One of the James Bonds. Yeah. Yeah. The guy.
Wait a minute.
The guy that was in the one James Bond movie that's quit. He's in this.
So hold on a second. You have Uncle Jesse as the hero, and James Bond as some secondary character.
Yep.
George Lazenby played James Bond once, and he's not the guy fighting Gene Simmons in drag. By the way, that role almost went to Vinnie Vincent.
Lord.
They thought he was too good though.
Tube Supio wants to know what the Vetus Kramer is. It's back in 1982, Eddie Van Halen was friends with a lot of sports stars. One of them was Vidas Gerulaitis, Vidas, Vidas
John-
Gerulaitis.
John McEnroe.
John McEnroe, and so on, and Eddie was into tennis. And
Did you ever see the
so-
Kramer that John got?
yes,
John McEnroe. He got it's like a camouflage Kramer guitar.
yeah.
Did he smash it on the ground when the coach made a call? The ref made a bad call?
So anyway, in 1982, during the Diver Down tour, Vidas went to see Van Halen at the Madison Square Garden, went backstage, and Eddie presented him with one of his touring Kramers from that year, which was, and after that, it was known as the Vidas Gerulaitis Kramer. When Vidas died, his wife, Ruta, sold that guitar to Tommy Coletti from the Music Zoo, who now owns that guitar. And this is the guitar right here.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the guitar that Rob owns.
No, this is the actual Vidas guitar. That's the real. This is the real.
That's the
one.
real one.
Yeah, this is the real one.
Yeah, that guitar is up at Music Zoo in their office.
Yes. And I made a replica of it a few years back, an exact replica of it, and I mean down to all the parts. I've actually played the original guitar several times. I was able to take pictures of it, of every angle of the guitar. Tommy was really nice enough to let me, really like sit with it for like, an hour. Each time I go there, I'd be able to play it for quite a while. He was very nice about that. And I got all the exact parts, down to the, the year, everything period correct on the guitar, and made an exact duplicate of it. And this weekend, I took all those parts off, put new parts on, and now Rob owns the guitar. So
that's the Vidas Gerulaitis period guitar?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Jason Wade, going back to the movie theme, Jason Wade wants to know, do we remember Strangeland with Dee Snider from Twisted Sister? Yeah. That, again, it's not hard to make the transition from over-the-top rock star like Gene or like Dee Snider into, for some reason, into really psychotic villain. Rob Zombie also. And I don't know. There's just something about certain characters that can make that transition into a movie villain. And make no mistake, I didn't think Gene was like great in the movies, but there's something about seeing him in drag that just kind of works, that kind of over the top character, I think that's kind of fun. I can't wait to see this movie. Oh, what do you got? What is that? Is everything breaking?
Nope.
Are guitars falling off your shelf? What's going on there?
My beautiful fiance home from shopping.
Oh, wow. And what has she got? What'd she buy? A slingshot?
Nope. It's just the dogs go nuts over her.
Wow. What was that? Oh, Christ.
Oh, let's see. We got a Raggedy Andy. Or is this, a nice little Halloween / Thanksgiving little person?
Yeah, that's on the Raggedy Ann.
That's a scarecrow.
Yes, it's a scare. It's a scare something.
This
is cool. This is very cool.
That's cool.
Nice. Oh, it's lit.
It's gonna be, yeah.
That's cool.
I was.
I like it. What else you get?
That's it.
Okay, that's enough.
6 stores. This is
6
it.
stores.
I could not find a lighted pumpkin. I found one, but the batteries had gone out.
6
they went
stores?
to
You only
make
bought
it
those
work.
2
It was
things?
$20. I wasn't gonna pay $20 for something that might not work.
Nothing else was cool.
No.
That was all the cool you could find?
Well, in like an hour, yeah.
6 stores. I,
Brett
I,
McCord-
I
Brett-
love Halloween.
Brett
I really
McCord
love
says
Halloween.
he has a black lab that looks like mine.
A black what?
A black lab.
Oh, that's cool. Dogs are the best.
There's a really good meme with a Labrador, a black Labrador retriever that says all food must go to the lab for testing, and he's eating a burger. I love that thing.
I gotta
Wait,
find that.
Mike Neese, who was in the Warriors movie?
Oh, the Warriors.
Warriors, come out and play! Warriors, come out and play! Love that movie.
What was the song? Was there a Kiss song in that?
I'm just wondering when he says he was in Warriors. I don't know if he means Dee Snider or Gene. I don't remember either of them in the Warriors. Let's see. Dee Snider was in the Warriors? Do you guys remember this?
Jean Biel, help. John Bowler, yes, I did see. Yeah, Jason Becker was on the local news here the other night.
Do you think Jason Becker and Boris Becker are brothers?
I don't know.
Aren't Boris Becker and Boris Badenoff brothers?
What?
How about Boris Becker and Boris Doris?
Can two people with the same first name be brothers?
Yes.
Yeah. Vista Light 1972, Warriors was an amazing movie.
Yeah, and I've seen that one too. Two movies you guys have named that I've actually seen.
That's amazing.
Johnny, you never see movies.
No, I know, but I see the weirdest stuff though. You know.
Listen, I am the weirdest stuff. Anything I've been in turns out to be the weirdest stuff. I don't know.
Tony, did I see
My
Van
first
Halen
roles
in
were
'88?
Crappy horror movies.
Yes, I did, Tony. Oh, by the way, I was watching a pretty good on YouTube. Let me look at my. I was watching a Van Halen Monsters of Rock show last night, like a stadium show, and of course, they're like this tall.
Yeah, they're tiny.
But the sound was pretty good, and the energy was awesome.
Was it the show where Eddie broke a string during
No.
Cabo Wabo?
Well, I don't know. I didn't get that far. Let me see. I'll tell you guys what it is. And actually, I'll put it in the Discord as well. And John, that's the lightning, or that's the light bulb. That's the Discord.
Oh
sound.
no, I've got this down. I've got this down now. I was sitting there practicing the other day. I was like, okay. Let's see.
You were like,
yeah, I've labeled this one my career in acting. Yeah.
huh? Oh, we're live right now. Wow, it says 109 watching right now.
Oh, we're
Get
live.
out of here.
So I expect like 109 thumbs up, right?
Yeah, that's
That would be nice. It would be nice. Just
that would be nice. At least 108.
that would be cool. Yeah, so I've got to watch that movie, Never Too Young to Die. You know what I did? You know what I did see the other day? I saw Joker. Did you guys see Joker?
No.
Well, I know Johnny didn't see it. Johnny
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I don't go to the movies.
I heard it's good though.
And Dave, you didn't see it.
No, I don't go to the movies.
I didn't. I
I
don't.
really don't. I can't sit for that long.
I didn't feel like going to the movies the other day, but I have one of those jailbroken fire sticks. So I played it on my couch. No,
I don't even
literally.
know what that means.
Okay, so you get an Amazon Fire Stick, okay, and you have someone jailbreak it, like they
Here's a
jailbreak
hack.
your phone.
We're gonna change the name of the video. How to
Yeah, I'll do.
hack your
For free illegally. Yeah.
your Fire Stick.
No, and you can get like new releases on your television from those people that have like, you know, they work in a movie theater and they set up their phone and they, you know, they're basically recording it illegally so they can put it online. So I'm that jerk off that saw Joker online for free. You know?
And it's nice here.
Yeah, no, it was great. And you know what's great is they don't just show it for free. Some people usually like find a way to throw advertising in there. So you're watching the movie and all of a sudden this like animated piñata drops into the middle of the screen, literally, and it bursts open with cash. And it says, you know, gambling, go to blah, blah, blah.com. And it stays on there for a few seconds and then it's back to the Joker, you know?
The watermark the entire time.
Yeah. I've always seen that when I get from like the Academy, I get like, you know, screeners.
Oh yeah.
I'm a union actor, so I get screener films when it's Oscars. I always see like at the bottom, not intended for reproduction, for pirating, blah blah blah. All these watermarks.
Uh-huh.
You know,
does it have your name on it?
It doesn't have my name on it, but there's a way that they can tell if it's you. I don't know if it's like a number system or something. They started that like in recent years. Like if I'm not going to do this.
Send it back and you didn't rewind it.
Watching, I'm not going to do this. But if I put one of those screeners online, you know, that I got like ahead of, you know, any DVD releases, they would basically come knocking on my door and say, Mr. Mancuda, we noticed that your copy of fill in the blank is online. So there is some sort of system, I think a numbering system, that they do recognize that it's yours. But this is different. This is someone, I guess, worked in a movie theater and, you know, video Joker on their phone and wanted to advertise their, you know, their gambling website. You know, so you're watching Joker and you're really into it. And like, you know, 20 minutes later, this piñata drops down on the screen, you know, and bursts open, and, you know.
Hey, hon. Jason Wade just said, please let Desiree know I appreciated the birthday wishes last week. The EVH gift was so cool.
Oh, thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, and you're welcome, Jason.
And you know what? Mitch Heyman is right. He says it's from Russia. A lot of these cam captures. You're right. And I'll tell you why I know it's from Russia. Because when the title came, it was the word Joker in Russian.
And all the dialogue in the movie was in Russian.
No, the dialogue was in English. There was no subtitles. There was nothing like that. But he's right. Mitch Heyman, you're absolutely spot on. It was definitely done in Russia.
Were there people in the theater?
No, like I've seen like bootlegs online where like you're watching the movie and all of a sudden you hear this coughing and you're like, what the fuck is that? You know, you look around like it's not in my house and you realize, oh, right. Someone's in the audience right now, you know. You hear all the laughter when there's a funny thing.
You know, you're watching a certain movie and all of a sudden you hear.
It's just all of a sudden you see Pinata drop down and it's like, you know, Vladimir Putin pops out, you know. Vladimir Putin pops out. Nice. It's Crowbar said, we know it's Russian because it's a preview of shirtless Putin beating up a bear. Mike B says it's like Mystery Science Theater 3000 because you see all the heads in the audience, like right next to the screen. That's awesome.
They're only to popcorn.
I'm seeing like Tom Servo and Crow right here, and you know, I'm joking with them about Joker.
I love Mystery Science Theater.
Who doesn't love that? I love all those.
That's the best. I feel like we are
the.
I feel like we are those characters, but the fronts.
Yeah,
I really do. I feel like that we're that.
That'd be fun. It's like one of us is Gypsy, one of us is Tom, one of us is Crow. Yeah, I recently was able to play with the actual puppets of Crow and Tom, and they're made of like really goofy parts. Like Tom Servo is like a plastic barrel, and a gumball machine and like an upside down bowl. You know, like that's really what he's made of. You know, and Crow is like a bowling pin and
Awesome.
and like some Tupperware. No, it's really cool.
Because you never get to see them other than the silhouette of their backs.
Well, you see them on screen like during
Yeah,
the,
some, but
like,
see
you
them in the
never
beginning.
actually feel them, and you're feeling like, wow, these really are made of spare parts, right?
Oh, like the song?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, made my what the song go? Made my friends out of spare parts or junk or whatever.
Oh man, I used to watch that all the time. Well, was that on? Was it Comedy
Mark?
Central
I think
Comedy
Comedy
Central
Central, right?
or Sci-Fi? It was one of those channels.
Sci-Fi Network. Yeah.
Was it on Sci-Fi?
I don't know.
I was on a show on Sci-Fi, Hollywood Treasure. I don't remember them being like network mates with me. I think it was on Comedy Central, wasn't it?
You don't remember doing the Olympic? What's the? Remember ABC had the Battle of the Network Stars?
Battle of Network Stars. Yes, everyone from Sci-Fi Channel, we all gather together. You know, it's like, no, I remember, like, you know, like I went, Comic-Con every year, like Sci-Fi Channel has a party, and like I remember, like the cast of Hollywood Treasure went, and like, you know, everyone there was like on shows like I didn't care about. It was like, you know, Warehouse 13 and Ghost Hunters, and I don't know. I wasn't really into the shows. Nothing against those guys, but like I was hoping like to see like people from like Star Trek and Star Wars and, you know, like really good sci-fi shows. And the only people I wanted to see were all the Battlestar Galactica crew, and no one was there. No one from Battlestar was there. Like nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They all stayed home.
Yeah, and
Renus.
Sci-Fi's like, you know, every one of the cast has to go to this party. I'm like, where's Commander Adama?
Renus asked if I could tell a little story about this white Kramer pacer here. So I'll go get it while you guys are finishing up what you're talking about.
Oh, we're
Okay.
done.
Well, keep talking. I'll be right back.
Well,
we might as well.
real quickly, the Van Halen bootleg I was talking about. What was that? It's
Is the volume on?
That's the words.
huh?
Oh wait, she's yelling at him. Is she yelling at him?
That's not cool.
Oh, what's happening?
Wait, what's that noise? Don't you ever say that about me? Don't you ever? Oh my God, I hope he's okay. What the hell? Don't you talk that way to me. Don't you? Holy hell. Dave, you okay?
Oh, you can't hear us.
Yeah. So anyway, so that Charvel was really
Yeah,
guitar.
man, that was so cool.
I love that guitar.
Yeah,
I love that guitar.
that was.
I heard
awesome.
every word you guys said because I have it really loud in my cans, and even though I was walking back there, I heard every word and every sound effect.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I gave him my sound machine.
Uh-huh.
I thought I gave that back to you. Nice.
Yeah, but
So, go ahead, Dave, show the guitar.
So anyway, this guitar here, this is a 1982 original Kramer Pacer Imperial.
Nice.
This guitar was the, back when stores would have representatives come in from the companies, they would have their rep guitar, or however many, whatever the company would give the rep to show off. And this was the actual rep guitar for the rep that would show these guitars off to, say, Sam Ash and Manny's Music and all those all the guitar stores here in the New York area back in 1983, because this was an 82 model. The following year he'd get this or a guitar like this, but this is the actual one.
Were you at Manny's back then?
No, I was in Manny's in 95.
Where were you in 83?
I was 13. I was working for McDonald's.
You lazy bastard. You didn't have a good job? Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Thank you.
Did they have the fried apple pies back then?
Yes, they did.
The cherry pies?
Oh yeah,
The
it
fried
was
ones?
apple and cherry. Yeah, and they were both fried. Yeah, that's
I
when
love
they were.
those cherry pies.
That's when they were great.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I used real lard.
this guitar here, this is 100% original, and it is 100% super clean. It I think it may have one ding in the guitar, the whole guitar.
And it's in the back.
Yeah, it is in the back, and it plays fantastic.
Feels like warm apple pie.
Yeah, it's a great guitar. This is very lightweight too. This guitar is absolutely made out of poplar because it's super light. The neck feels it's a little beefy. It's not a wide thin. It's more or less paw-like. It's very comfortable for me. It still has all its frets on it. No very little fret wear, if any. Nothing has been changed on this guitar. It's 100% as it was in 82.
Whoa.
I love how the fretboard is laminated, which you don't see very often these days.
Yeah. Original Shalers.
Man, that's the real deal right there.
Yeah, this is a real deal. This is
You guys, if you guys, if you guys think you like Kramer guitars, that's it right there.
This still has the black gasket around the neck plate.
Oh, that's cool. I like the Imperials because they're hum. The other Pacers are usually the hum single. I love the Imperial model because of that pickup layout.
Yeah, and this is cool. I mean, those of you who want to make the best 5150 replicas, I know this has two pickups in it, but this is the body that the original 5150 was made out.
Yeah,
this is it.
That's it.
You got a couple of people in the chat want to know if you want to sell that, Dave.
No, it's not for sale. Not for sale.
You sure?
Yeah.
Rob Johnson wants to trade for it now.
Yeah, he wants this guitar. A few people want this guitar.
Well, you got Renus in the chat wants it. Soda wants it.
Leave a thumbs up if you want that
Fruitcake,
guitar.
no, this is not the neck. This is not the neck this is not the neck you're looking for. Now this neck is
for sale.
This neck is staying on this guitar. This guitar is staying in this house. It's not going anywhere.
But is it for sale?
No, it's not for sale. It's got the two original Schaller golden 50s pickups in it. It's got the first one of the first real original Floyds on it.
Zoom in on the Floyd a little bit more.
This is a Floyd that's just after the prototypes. This is one of the first
fine tuners.
Fine tuners, but it's one of the regular production models, but it's one of the first ones.
Yeah, that's great looking, man.
Yeah,
it's a nice color too.
Yeah, it's still all completely white. It
looks like Arctic white.
That Beretta there is now cream. It was this color when it started out. This didn't fade. That did.
I was starting to say it looks Arctic white versus if you look at a lot of Berettas, they have faded to a really creamy kind of whitish yellow. That one's really, really nice.
Yeah. So Fruitcake Tony, the neck that you want, you want it unfinished. You don't want it finished like this. It won't look like the guitar you're looking to get if it's finished like this. But yes, the headstock. This is the headstock you're looking for.
That's the one. That's the Beak headstock.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
My dog just climbed up the brown couch.
Oh, wow, that's nice. Dave's not a smoker because that That's true. When you smoke, all those guitars turn yellow, man.
Yeah. No, I'm not a smoker. Get Your Bite asks if I also have the white Kramer from the EVH No Bozos ad. I don't. I have the next version. This is also an 84, but it's a tilt back headstock. It's still, you know, a banana headstock, not pointed. There's an ad of Eddie playing this guitar as well, or holding that guitar as well. He's wearing a jean jacket with like pink patches on his shoulders.
Right up my alley.
Johnny, do you have that photo handy?
Huh?
The photo of Eddie holding.
I wasn't listening.
Woke up. Huh? What?
I'll find it.
You live?
Oh,
I'll find it. It is. You know, all of you that think they were a ton of those Holy Grail 1983 Kramer Berettas with the non-tilt back headstock. There were only 6 to 8 of them made. If you know, everyone seems to think they have one. Those are all replicas. They have to be, because there were only 6 to 8 of them made in between 1983 and 84. So,
Of the non-tilts?
of the non-tilts, there were only 6 to 8 made in white. There were a couple made in black, and like 6 to 8 made in white.
I've seen like 2 of them.
Well, one of them has a blue autograph of Eddie Van Halen on it, and the other one has a black autograph on it. There's only a few of them.
Wait, which black
I've
autograph?
played one, huh?
Which black autograph? BB
No,
King?
no, it's black pen. It's the autograph is on top like this. It's
black pen. Got it.
yeah. A buddy of mine who I actually got this Beretta from here owns one as well. There's only a couple of them. Let me find the picture of Eddie playing the guitar I have on.
Thank you, Steph Opal. We would love you to reach through the screen.
I actually have a picture of one that was made, one of the original ones that was made with a maple neck here. This is also an original one that was made by Paul Unkert for Eddie Van Halen.
You're glaring.
I don't know how to get that to stop.
Right there. Now put it in closer. Not that close. Angle it different. You'll look at the screen. Okay, cool.
So yeah, that guitar was actually made for Eddie Van Halen. That's one of the original. That's not including the ones that I just talked about. But hang on, let me find this picture.
Fruitcake Tony wants to know, do I go to see any shows in some of the clubs in Hollywood? Because that is where I live. The Whiskey, the Troubadour. Yeah, sometimes I'll go to the Whiskey or clubs if I know a friend's band is playing. Or I saw Queensryche by the house recently. I know Guns N' Roses played by my house recently. I saw Sound Barrier over at the Whiskey. Yeah, once in a while. Usually like a friend has to tell me about a show or something, because I'm like a moron, obviously, and I gotta know about it. Sometimes I just don't pay attention to all the shows going on around me. But yeah, no, I mean, we got some great clubs out here. I told the story last week about my non-love for the Viper Room and my very much love for the Whiskey and the Rainbow. Is that the fucking train coming through my bedroom?
Yeah.
Fuck. I just love that. Holy shit.
Well, anyway, while I find out that picture, here's a picture of Eddie playing this guitar here that I have in my hands.
Very cool. Shauna Marie, yes, I'm going to do show and tell very soon, actually. I have 8 minutes left that I can drink before I start fasting. Fruitcake Tony wants to know, is the ghost in the Viper Room a true story? I don't know, because like I said last week's story, I didn't go into the Viper Room because the door guys were just dicks. They made it too big of a place, I could see if it was like the 1980s and there was a line, but you know, they were trying to like build up excitement. I don't go for that shit. So yeah, I don't know about the Viper Room. I just know I don't like it.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Lenny Lou. What is going on back there, Dave? What are they building droids? What's going on?
The dogs love Desiree. They follow her everywhere.
Well, Desiree's very lovable, but Jesus Christ. It sounds like there's like a big magnet lifting up a car into a crusher.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. Brandy walks very heavy, and she's got very long fingernails. She doesn't let anyone cut her nails, so it takes a lot to get her nails cut.
Yeah, but I'm hearing metallic noises. What does she have? Wolverine claws?
She's walking on the floor. I don't have rugs on my floor.
All right. Well, as long as the carpets match the drapes, it's all that matters. Thank you, Renus. Thank you, Soda.
Still looking for this picture, so bear with me.
Whoop. There's a bear with you?
Hey, speaking of bears, sorry, and sympathies go out to Jay Hannon, our buddy and coworker, who I'm sure was rooting for the Bears, and I know he had a bet with John Bulware, so I think he's going to be wearing that Raiders shirt, right?
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, I remember he sent. What was that, on Friday or Saturday's show? Saturday,
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
John Bulware sent that shirt to Jay. He sent him a Raiders shirt and said if the Bears lose, Jay has to wear that shirt on the show.
He did say that.
Mm-hmm.
So our sympathies to the Bears and our comrade Jay Hannon.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Cheech Canada.
Thank you, Cheech. And wait, Dave, what are you looking for?
There's a picture of Eddie.
What droids are you looking for?
I'm not looking for droids.
Are you on Foster's website?
No, I'm on my photos.
Dick pic.
No, I don't have any pictures of you on here.
Do you want me to send you some?
No.
Wait, somebody just sent me a text message. Let me see.
Is it a dick pic?
It's loading. This might.
Soda, every time I want
There it
to
is.
go to hyperspace, it fails.
Oh, who sent this? Okay, they sent it to me. I got it, Dave.
Hey, Bozique.
Thank you, whoever sent this. And again, when you guys send me a text message, you got to put your name. Otherwise, I don't know. I don't know who it is. Where am I? My camera's not even.
Yeah, you're not. Your camera's not even on,
My
dude.
camera's not even on. Okay. All right. This is. It looks like they took a picture of like their screen, but that's
not the picture I'm talking about, though.
Well, wait. Isn't that the jacket?
That's one of them, but that's not the picture I'm talking about. Different
That's
picture.
denim jacket with pink patches.
Yeah, there's another.
yeah. Am I blurry?
I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a Johnny Bean sound machine. Hey, am I blurry? Yeah. Gotta tuck in the chickens. There's Ned. Gotta walk Howie. Had Chipotle.
Oh, that sounds so good. Yeah, Ned's here. Ned's right here. Ned just came in.
Thank you, Laverna. We love our audience. And Bozique.
Laverna. Yeah, that's a great song.
I think Laverna has a better chance of finding that photo than Dave does. Dave.
At this point, you're probably right. I'll find it.
I'll tell you what, while you're doing that, how about I do tonight's show and tell guitar?
About time.
All right.
All right.
Good
let's do
idea.
that. Little Bang energy drink just before I start fasting. So tonight's guitar, again, through the month of October, all my show and tell guitars are going to be pink as a little message to remember it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Just remember, breast cancer awareness. So all my show and tell guitars are going to be pink. Tonight's guitar, as you guys know, I love vintage handmade BC Rich. And one of my favorite body shapes BC Rich makes is the Mockingbird. And Mockingbirds, to me, I didn't know what they were until I saw the Alice Cooper video for Poison. And I saw Pete Friesen playing this guitar. I couldn't figure out what the shape was. I was just, holy shit, that's a cool guitar. And I found that it was a Mockingbird. And ever since then, I love the damn things. So vintage Mockingbirds, fantastic handmade guitars. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's show and tell guitar. Look at that thing.
Wow.
Neon pink.
That certainly is pink.
One finger. Let's see if I could get a full shot of that. So this thing is really, really pink. I mean, I have a lot.
Man.
This one's like neon pink.
That's pink.
Yeah, now this one's also unique also because it's got an ebony board and a matching pink headstock, which usually is unusual because the headstocks are usually a rosewood cap right over here. But this one was custom ordered. And I'm really glad it was. I'm really glad I own this. This is literally one of my favorite personal guitars in my collection. A lot of sentiment behind this one. A lot of love behind this one. This one gets a ton of play. And again, ebony board. And look how dark and glossy this ebony is. Whoever picked this billet of ebony really, really was spot on with picking like a really great one. Again, neck through. Trying not to get reflection or too much light in this. But this is also not, again, it's not metallic like a platinum pink. It's like a flat neon. And again, hard to pick up sometimes. Black controls, black control knobs. Now these are the type of knobs they used at a certain period in the late 80s. This particular one, let's see. This would be 90, 89, 88. This would be 87. So very briefly, they used these type of knobs on there. Little dome knobs. Again, Veritone, phase, pickup selector. The pickups on this one are both DiMarzio, Super Distortion, which I love those. They were very big on old BC Riches. And just the feel of this thing and the tone of this thing, badass chrome bridge. And it is badass. Really great. Black nut and chrome Grover tuners, Grover Imperials, if you're familiar with those. Love things.
Your guitar last week had the same tuners.
Yeah, BC Rich was very big on using Grover Imperials. The early ones had little bullseye centers, and the later ones had chrome dome centers, which is kind of what you can get now. Slight variation, but to see it with an ebony board and a matching pink headstock, I've never seen another one.
That's very cool.
Totally bubblegum pink for breast cancer awareness.
Awesome.
And yes, Lenny Lou, it is really, really comfy. I love the carve on these things. These things are so comfy, especially in the upper register, where I really don't play, But when you do, to have that access so comfortable, you're having such a nice, smooth little carve rather than a block like you do on a Bolty. It's really a nice feeling. And these things are rock solid. These things are so freaking well made, handmade, hand carved. Yes, Soda. This is like a Hubba Bubba pink. Exactly. If you guys remember Hubba Bubba bubble gum from the 80s, that's basically exactly what type of pink this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba. the gum fighter. Remember that?
Hubba Bubba Badonkadonk.
With not badonkadonk. Hey, don't use that language on here.
Steph Opal, come visit us again. We're here every Tuesday, every Friday, and every Saturday.
Mhm.
Yeah, these guitars go good with a neon pink Swiss pick, which I love these.
Oh, look at Hubba Bubba.
Yeah. Put that little gum in your mouth. Oh, wait, I'm fasting. I can't eat that.
That's disgusting. By the way, I found that picture I was looking for.
Oh, let's see it. What do you got?
Oh, that one? Yeah.
I remember that.
Well, that's my guitar right there.
So you have a 83 Holy Grail?
That's not an 83. This is an 84 in his hands right now. It's an
Okay.
84 tilt back headstock Kramer Beretta.
So you have one of those?
Yeah, that's the one that's up here on the wall. Well, shit, right behind me. This one.
Oh.
There
That
you
one
go.
right there.
Okay.
I heard it. Hubba Bubba Bubbalicious?
Yeah, Bubblicious was another gum. And again, I collect old candy wrappers from like the 70s and 80s, and I love all that shit. Cereal boxes.
Uh-huh.
He likes that shit.
I like that shit.
Did you collect all the do you have all the Bazooka Joes?
No, I mean, I have an old Bazooka Joe wrapper, but like one of my things is I love collecting like old childhood stuff, like candy wrappers and cereal boxes and, you know, shit like that.
Oh yeah. Remember the time you put that cereal box on your head?
Yeah, well, that
Remember
was for a movie too. That's the Frankenberry. I think I got that like right behind me there.
Oh, there it is. I see it.
There it is.
There it is.
I just blocked it. That one. Right there.
Yeah, I saw the.
That was the prop
I
from the
watched-
movie Hollywood Sex Wars.
Yeah, I watched the trailer. I think I watched I watched the trailer for that.
Is that scene in there?
I
I don't think it was, right?
don't think it is, but for some reason, I think I remember seeing it.
It's. I mean, the movie's everywhere. You know, it was in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
I love that role. That was a really cool role. I don't know. If you watch enough TV or movies, you'll stumble on some stupid role I've done. You'll stumble on something. You'll be like watching Veep and be like, "There's Mancuda." You'll be watching Lost. Oh, there's Mancuda. You'll be watching some crap horror movie and say, "This sucks." Oh shit, that guy's Mancuda. You know, there's always something that someone like calls me on. And that's one of them. I love that movie though. I really enjoyed that role. Hollywood Sex Wars. Crowbar wants to know, do I have any Big Bubba rappers from the 70s? Yes, I do. I actually do. I have this massive collection of like 70s and 80s candy wrappers and stuff, and cereal boxes and like all that childhood nostalgia stuff. I love that shit. I mean, I have literally hundreds of old candy wrappers and cereal boxes in like, you know, plastic pages and stuff like comic books, which is another hobby of mine. Thank you, Danny Alexander. We really appreciate that. And you know what? Let me tell you, we would really appreciate some thumbs up from you guys in the audience. We would love that. So we showed 3 guitars tonight. We're talking about all sorts of cool stuff. Please give us some thumbs up. Thank you. Let's see. Krellbar asks, do I have Lickamade? I do, with the little kid on the wrapper. Renus Pinkle says, do I have a collection of used condoms? No, I've chewed them up. So I'm very sorry. I try to dispose of the evidence. But yeah. Yeah, I do have a lot of, you know, if you probably ate as a kid, like, you know, some sort of candy bar, I'm sure I have a wrapper to it in my collection. It's just another one of the many hobbies I have, like out of an overabundance of childhood nostalgia. Soda wants to know what type of bridge that is. That's a Badass. It's a chrome Badass bridge, which came before the Kaler Quad. And apparently in 1987, this one must have been custom ordered because the whole guitar was custom ordered. So they probably requested this because they weren't using these as standard anymore. They stopped using those in the early 80s, like about 1981, they stopped using the Badass, unless you requested it. And thank you, Bozik. We really appreciate that. Sean Zimmerman saw me in some tailgating. Yes, that was another TV show I did, tailgating. Tailgating was broadcast on the Yankees network or the Yes Network. And it was like the Yes Network basically asked for a show, little comedy bumpers, me and another comedian, to do between when they did breaks in the Yankee games, like if there was a rain out or something. So suddenly you'd see like a skit on the air featuring me and someone else, or talking to people in live audience. They gave me a microphone. They gave me a Yankees jersey that said Mancuda, number 69, which I still have. So yeah, that was tailgating. That was me. Thank you, Sean Zimmerman. Let's see. Krellbar wants to know, do I have Bub's Daddy rappers? I gotta look. That doesn't sound familiar. Big Buddy rappers I have, though. Renus Pinkle wants to know, does that guitar have a phase? Yes, it has a phase switch. It also has a Veritone, which gives you multiple different tones. And again, all these Moser electronics created by Neil Moser, who, worked at BC Rich and created the Bitch and other guitars. He did these electronics. He created this electronic system for BC Rich. All of these were mostly made for studio work. You weren't going to play live and suddenly like play with your Veritone and, maybe you'd hit the booster, maybe you'd hit the phase, but pretty much you weren't going to do all these other tones unless you were recording something, But yeah, it has all these effects. Let's see. Mike Neese wants to know 7-Eleven icy football collector cups, Slurpee cups, actually. And I do have a collection of late superhero Slurpee cups. I have those too. I have all sorts of junk. I have a lot of crap. Soda wants to know what I'm going for is Halloween. Dave Nesdall. I'm dressing up as Dave. Dave's dressing up as Johnny. Johnny's dressing up as me. Sean Zimmerman saw me take someone's sandwich and eat it. Yeah, that was the scene on tailgating. There were a lot of fun scenes on tailgating. Let's see. Thank you, Mr. BHP Jr. We have 69 thumbs up. Can we reach 100?
Renus, that was my stomach. I put the microphone up to my stomach. Here it is again.
Was that your stomach there?
Huh?
Oh, jeez.
Still in tune.
There you go. Vistalite remembers when Neil Moser was in Glendora, California, and yes, now he is based in Arizona. The great Neil Moser.
See you later.
What's going on back there, man?
The young lady's grabbing the two dogs and taking them to another room.
For a walk?
Another room.
Taking the doggies out. Soda says hi, Desiree.
Soda says hi, Desiree. Soda.
Yeah, hi, Desiree.
Oh, so why don't we say goodnight? It's time to go.
No, it's not.
Well, Johnny's got to go, and it's his show.
Johnny, do you got to go?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I did not know that.
There's a disaster happening behind the scenes here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And thank you, Ron John. This is one of my favorite personal guitars in my collection. So thank you, man. Appreciate that. And for you guys watching, again, if you could take the time, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, give some comments, tell your friends, share the rerun video. We love our audience. We really love and appreciate you guys for coming in and staying with us tonight.
And every night.
And every night,
Yes.
but especially Tuesdays.
All the nights.
Friday, Saturday, Tuesday. We got a night for everybody.
That's right.
The clip shows.
Yeah. And if you have any comments, leave a comment below. We love to, we'll answer all your comments, positive or negative.
Yes.
If you guys have any requests of bands you want to talk about, tell us. I know we touched on Kiss tonight a bit. If you guys want to talk about any particular heavy metal bands, let us know. Leave a comment, and we will talk about them. Thank you, Lenny Lou.
So I guess on behalf of myself, John Mancuda, and Johnny Beane, good night, everybody.
We love you guys. Leave thumbs up.
Yeah. Leave. Man, I'm getting all these pictures.
Oh, no. Just gonna come and knock at your door. FBI, Mr. Beane.
Oh, these are great. These are great.
So
No,
is this one. So is this one.
What?
Johnny, you wearing clothes right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, I gotta get.
We
out of here.
understand what's going on. Go.
Yeah, once we hang up, I'll tell you guys what happened. Okay. Rock on, everybody. We love all of you.
We love you all.
Yes, and we'll see you guys Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And Saturday and Tuesday.
Saturday and Tuesday.
We got your week planned out.
Renus, shh. Come on. All right. Thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends.
Love you guys.
We'll see you guys later. All right, Johnny Beane TV. Good night. I think it's ending.